Thank you for joining us. My question is about the new sort of system that we saw you guys play in the back line in the last match. And, now that you've had a couple days to digest that, you playing more of a left-sided role, how you felt that system worked and whether that's something you're continuing to train and practice and could use again going forward.
I think we try to look at a lot of different things. Matthias is good about making sure that he's aware of all the options that we have and trying to use everyone in as many places as possible, because there's always injuries or absences for different reasons. So the personnel on one day maybe is different from the next. So we've looked at that. Obviously, you saw I was playing left back in the game. That's a position that I haven't played here, obviously, before, but I played that, 10 years growing up, up until the last 3 or 4 years. That's where I was playing. So that's somewhere I haven't been in a little while, but I'm very comfortable playing there, and just doing whatever's asked of me. If it's left back, if it's left center back, whatever, just ready to contribute.
Thank you, Tanner. Next question comes from Anthony Passarelli.
Hey, Tanner. Thanks for taking time. I just have kind of a two-part question for you. The first is, how much more comfortable do you feel? You had close to 10 starts last year in your first year. How much more comfortable do you feel out there this year? And how is your role communicated to you through Matthias or from Matthias and the staff? Is it more on an opponent-by-opponent basis? Does it have to do with what players are missing or injured in terms of when you see starting action or come off the bench?
Yeah, to answer the first one, I feel more and more comfortable each time out there. Obviously, your last year, my first few appearances and stuff, you feel nervy. It's a different level. It's a higher level, so you're kind of adjusting to those kinds of differences, those kinds of elevated things in terms of the speed of the game and the players and all the people around you, and it's a new system. And so I feel that I have enough minutes under my belt to where I'm still learning, I'm still improving each time, but I do feel comfortable growing in confidence and growing in comfort in the people around me. I've been able to play more minutes with everyone around me, and that kind of stuff helps. So yeah, I'm feeling more and more comfortable. And then the second part, for me, I'm just looking to contribute as much as possible wherever possible. So it's not so much a case of this game or this team or whatever. I just want to come in and work hard each day, try to earn more and more minutes, and ultimately just help the team as much as I can, try to help contribute to solid performances.
Thanks, Tanner.
Thank you, Tanner. Next question comes from Jamin Moore.
Hi, Tanner. Thank you for taking the time with us today. Quite frequently, up until particularly the recent signing of Nathan, you've been basically the tall guy on the field. When it comes to things like assignments out of set-piece situations, corner kicks, obviously your aerial ability is really important in those situations. Is that discussed in advance as to who you're going to be matching up against in those situations to be able to take advantage of your height ability?
Yeah, set pieces is something we talk about a lot. That's something that we work on in the lead up to each match. And I know a lot of the process for Matthias and the coaching staff is evaluating what the matchups maybe are going to look like. And obviously, as you spoke about, Nathan brings a ton of height into the team, which is awesome. So we obviously are looking at how we can best defend set pieces and how we can take advantage of the way that the other team defends their set pieces. And so those roles maybe change game by game as far as how we're going to attack or defend them. But they're clearly communicated to us, and then it's our job to execute whatever our role is on that day, depending on what the coaches would like to do.
Thank you, Tanner. We're going to take 3 more questions, starting with Alicia Rodriguez.
Thank you very much. Tanner, thank you for your time today. I wanted to ask you about facing your next opponent, the Colorado Rapids, and your thoughts about that matchup coming in. And I also wanted to ask about playing in conditions with altitude. We spoke to Matthias a few minutes ago, and he sort of shrugged it off a little bit and said that he didn't think it was really that big of a thing, but it's been a few years since he's played, so I'm wondering if for you feel any particular effects when you play in altitude, or for you it really doesn't matter either.
It doesn't change, my feelings about the game. Super excited about the game on Saturday. Going to approach it the same way I approach every game, the same way we approach every game. Of course, playing at altitude is a little different physically. I think you feel a little bit of the altitude early on, but then your body adjusts. And I played in Colorado last year, and then in Utah earlier this year, and I feel comfortable. It's of course different for those guys maybe that train there every day, the guys on those teams, but we feel comfortable going in there, and we know we're a fit group, a hardworking group, and we feel comfortable and capable of putting together a performance there.
Thank you, Tanner. Next question comes from Fabian Renkel.
Hi, Tanner. Thank you for your time today. How does it feel playing along with Osvaldo Alanis and Florian Younger? Have they told you things on the field where you've really thought, this is something I can use for the rest of my career? Thank you.
Yeah, I've definitely enjoyed playing alongside Osvaldo and Florian at different times, and other guys as well. Of course, I'm coming into a place where there's a lot of people with great experience. So, yeah, for me, just as I'm trying to take advantage of each day and each game, trying to get better and improve, I'm absolutely making use of the amazing resources that I have with regard to my teammates. Guys like Osvaldo and Flo have tremendous experiences in their career in all kinds of different places. So, yeah, always trying to talk to those guys and see what little things I can take away from their experiences and their games.
Thank you. One final question from Jamin Moore.
Sorry about that. Got unmuted. My question is regarding Nathan. He's new to the team, and obviously he played with a lot of passion in the last game. I think like the amount of passion that he showed in the game kind of took some people by surprise, but seems like a great addition to the team. What have you noticed about his particular playing style so far in practice and such, and how do you see yourself working with someone with his type of skill set? Thanks.
Yeah, no, we've all enjoyed, myself included, our time with Nathan so far. He's coming to the team and really been charismatic and trying to learn and kind of understand the way that we do things here. Wanting to build relationships with everyone on the team and get comfortable with people, and just put his best foot forward in terms of his play. And like you said, he played with great intensity and passion the other day, and that was awesome to see. It's always fun to play with people that play like that, and yeah, looking forward to continuing to play alongside him and like I've said before, build a connection and a relationship there, because I think the more minutes you play with someone, the better kind of understanding you have with that person on the field, and then that just translates to the kind of chemistry and better understanding in the most important moments defensively.